The fundamental need of every human being is to belong. I have 100% conviction that when people feel like they belong, they can find purpose and meaning in their life. They can find a safe place to be themselves authentically with no judgment, and they can just rest easy in whatever life throws at them. Their resilience is completely different when they belong to a community, that they know that when they're weak, somebody's there to hold them up, and when those people are weak, that they have the resources and the capacity to play a part in holding their community member up. And belonging is fundamental to human being and the human psyche and the emotional well-being of humanity. So for us, that's a really powerful tenet to connect all our programs together. And the one that we're really working on now is focused around trauma, because South Africa is a massively traumatized country. And I know, please, when I say South Africa, I know that this translates to many, many countries. I can only speak from what I know. So please understand that I'm speaking from a South African context, but this is true for all humanity, that when you are exposed to violence, to separation from those whom you belong with, for those, separated from economic freedom and education and completely disconnected from any possibility to take your life forward, that is trauma. It changes you fundamentally, how you think, how you see the world, whether or not you fight or flee from danger. All of that is fundamentally programmed into us because of the trauma we experience. And when you look at the South African history and the generations who have gone through massive social trauma, from historical times to now, we can see the devastation that's been wreaked on the family. What we have to do is to try and recreate that sense of belonging, that sense of safety, that sense of community in a way that looks with a trauma lens at what are we dealing with here. When people behave in a particular way, they do so because of their trauma, not because they're bad people, not because they're naughty children. That is a trauma response, and the science proves it. I'm not going to waste your time by trying to explain it. You can do the research, I promise it's there. Trauma changes the way we respond to the world, and what we need is a safe place to do that so we can relearn better strategies. So TLC's program, or our current model that we're trying to shape around reviving the village, is really around that. It's around how do we take people with their trauma, bring them into a safe, loving space for a long time where they can be along with us and they can spend time understanding what has shaped their coping strategies, what has programmed their behavior, and then that it's okay to let some of that go and to relearn strategies, to relearn how to love, to relearn how to parent, to relearn how to be together in your community. And that is really the sort of underlying philosophy behind what we're doing at TLC, is trying to create a space where everybody can belong, whether they need assisted living or just need a safe place to be for a while, when they can go and leave the community but still feel like they belong. That would be a real win. When our children can leave us and belong to another family because they know what it is to belong, that's a win. And when society can create a space where everyone belongs, then we will have a society that we can all be safe in. And that's really what we're all striving for, where everybody matters, everyone has a role to play, and we all are able to be our lovely selves every day. That's what we're hoping for.